world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
He picks it up on the second, over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
Homeward to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell! Deep right center field! Carrying! And it's gone! That one's hit hard. Left center field. Did she do it again? To the wall!
Swung on Bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champions! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
Good evening, XBL faithful. It is myself, Sultanimal, with Mama Junjun here in the booth this evening for a special showdown in the AAA here between the Matrix and the Gex. Might say Santa, Mama Junjun. Which one is it over there? Who we got?
You know, a little bit of a hybrid going on today. I know it is a few days late, but, you know, now is the best time to do it, so here we are.
Yeah, here we are indeed, and excited to be able to get this matchup, you know, shown to the masses. They've had this recorded for a little while. We're happy to be able to finally get this one off here for you guys, for everyone to see. So, with that being said, maybe just kind of dive into the keys here. First one would be plate discipline. We've seen some aggressive, you know, plate appearances from the Matrix, as you and I were able to cast his series against Rix and Las Orejas. So some aggressive at-bats, maybe swinging at pitches that were just not really close at times. So we're hoping to see maybe a more controlled eye at the plate. It's definitely going to be needed, as these two are both very, very capable pitchers. Their pitching skills themselves have really kind of been what's propelled them to the top end of the AAA here. So do you want to add anything on those?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard for Spliff to really get some runs on the board. I mean, for both teams, that is. I mean, in their history, through 4 matches, they are 2-2, and only 12 runs have been scored between them. So very pitching-heavy battles. And both of them currently both have the highest left-on-base percentage when they are pitching, with Gex at .813 and the Matrix at .798. So if you even get lucky enough to get a runner on, it'll be very difficult for that runner to actually score.
Yeah, just insane stats from them, and really, you know, probably a Von Asen performance season for the Gex. Their pitching numbers are just crazy. They don't let you score when you do get on base, like you said. They just know how to handle things. It's really, really difficult for you to get anything going offensively. So very much expected to see a pitching duel between both of these guys here. And as I've mentioned, you know, their pitching skills have really kind of been what's propelled them to the top league, although their hitting has increased and improved season over season. That's been another big part as to why they're up here in the top 4, top 3 teams that we're talking about and looking at here to round out the end of the season. So it's going to be very exciting to see how they handle each other. I believe they actually scrim each other quite a bit too. So, I mean, they know themselves really, really well. It's going to be very exciting to see how things play out. We also want to mention the seeding implications, because I believe, you know, of course, on the previous screen as we were transitioning in, you know, in the title of the stream, the 2 and 3 is based on the power rankings from about 2 weeks ago at this point. But realistically, we're looking at who is going to end up at the 3 and 4 seed. I believe I saw Coffee get a result against Heisman to essentially secure him as a 2 seed, if that wasn't already secured. So we're looking at the 3 and 4 spot, which means which side of the bracket are these guys going to end up on? Do you want to face the number 1 seed in Teflon, or potentially Coffee, you know, or be on the other side and have to go up against, you know, Eddie, I think, if you're in the bottom right quadrant? There's just a lot of fun little storylines to go over there.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're either player, you don't want to face either of those top two seeds. Both of them are crazy hitters. And I mean, hey, I want to see those matchups happen because it'd be such a crazy dynamic between their hitting skills and the pitching skills of, Gex and the Matrix. But yeah, no, I think this AAA playoffs are going to be incredible, and I cannot wait to see who matches up against who and what the results are of those matchups.
Yeah, and we'll dive into those more, of course, when we have our playoff show. We're expecting to have that for you guys, just like every season, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun storylines, just things that are going to be really important to keep an eye on and think about as we watch the series play out this evening. So with that being said, give us just a quick second here. We're going to transition into the games for you and get started on the action. One moment.
All right, everybody, welcome to Sakura Hills, the home of the Gex. So we have game one of this match of the week. Hopefully, great matchup. Swing at the third pitch, excuse me, for an easy out. Gex is really good at getting some weak contact, especially with this low velo pitcher, so it'll be very interesting to see that. But that won't be tapped into right field for a single. Nice and easy.
Yeah, nice hit there, and kind of good to see a good start here for the Matrix. Get somebody on base in the first inning.
Yeah, definitely much needed momentum, and that's going to continue here. Another single, except this time the runner will go to third. And an attempt at some crafty base running
Oh no!
will end in a failed diddle.
I don't think that's worth it. Oh man.
No. I respect the effort, but the result is definitely pretty ugly. But regardless, you have Morpheus up here, RBI hero and off-speed hitter. Up early, 2-0. Gonna give him the walk, and is this Neo? It is Neo. Okay, this is my guy right here. Incredible hitter, but will not show any discipline. Swing at the first pitch, will be out at first. Go to the bottom of the first inning, where we will see Lily Turtles lead off.
Yeah, squandered opportunity. Not something you want to do against an opponent like Gex.
Yeah, any base runner that gets on, you would love to score, but obviously that would not be the case. Beautiful pitch right there. Takes the screwball, 1-2 count. Chases, and that will be out number one. Here's Chelsea Evergreen, who has bunter trait and sprinter, so gets on the line super quick. Matrix are adjusting their defense. Diving play will be stopped, but will not end up mattering. Too much speed there, regardless, despite the weak contact. Well, so there's a shortstop. Neal will go to second to first, safe. Not a whole lot of hits getting into the outfield here, just a lot of contact to the corners. Tries to get Ice to chase with the cutter inside. Dots a corner, but a beautiful take by Burning Ice. Hit weakly to the third baseman. Dozer will throw to first for the third out. Go to the top of the second. Pretty quiet there despite 3 hits. There was not really any threat of really a runner. Big bad ball hitter up. Smokes it to the first baseman, but Sawhorse will not really have to move at all. If you get contact like that all game, I think you'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, the contact is good. It's kind of just that plate discipline factor, like we talked about. If he can try to tighten it up a little bit, tighten the zone more, would really do well for the Matrix.
Work some counts like he is right here. Take a 4-pitch walk. That's beautiful. Definitely have to see how he manages this runner. I mean, so much speed. You can consider the steal, but, you know, it's definitely risky, especially with 1 out. Tap to the shortstop for out number 2. Here's the pitcher, the key maker, who's actually 357. Well, really, 0.35 cents. So, he's having an XBL moment. But Sawhorse will stop the weak contact. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, I think I saw he also had 3 RBIs on the season, so he's been in that kind of situation before. It just didn't pan out for him.
Yeah, maybe a little Shohei Ohtani action, but regardless, Jock Pickles, probably the best hitter in this lineup for the Gex. Hits it deep to right center field. Will clear the wall. We'll hit off the wall. That'll be easy 2 bases. We'll consider 3. We'll head back to second. A beautiful swing there on a not too bad pitch. Love to see that if you're a Gex fan.
Yeah, just maybe 1 or 2 degrees of launch angle different. We could have seen that one score the first run of this game.
Great base running, but he did definitely hesitate right there. He wanted to go to third, but great job by Spliffstar there holding the runner. Nice change up there, low and inside. Gets weak contact, Gozer will throw the first for an easy out. I really like this pitcher build by Spliffstar because you have the very nice junk going to the left with the screwball, and then you have the cutter going inside. I think it'll work very well in getting chases, hence why he has such a high left on base percentage when pitching. But Neo will get the out here.
Yeah, well done. That was just like textbook Matrix baseball right there. How he managed everything, got the weak contact, and didn't allow the run to cross the plate.
Yeah. Just great job at forcing weak contact, but Gex was shallow here. Do you think the left fielder will regret there? He will. Hard apple. Here's Agent Smith. Just missed that pitch over the middle. I didn't realize this, but this pitcher's a .97 ERA. Will not stop Spliffstar from getting a nice single there.
Yeah, I mean, this is the final series for both of these teams here in the season, so that's an incredible ERA to post over, you know, that amount of games.
Probably one of the best pitchers genuinely of all time, like in the AAA, if I had to guess.
Yeah, strikeouts don't matter as much. You keep that ERA down like this, that's crazy. And I want to say, I could pull it up, but I think Ice runs with like 50 velo on his starters, on all of them. High junk and 50 velo, so he might be onto something there.
Oh. He says, screw the starter. Let's go Elite Four-seamer in the top of the third inning. That is a very bold move.
Yeah, that's actually not surprising to me. I think Gex is known for this. He loves to pull the trigger on his bullpen early. Third inning is well within that territory for him.
Makes sense. They put it that way. I mean, going from 50 velocity to like 60 velocity with Rally Stopper plus Elite Four-seamer, and this is complete change in pace. 2-2 count. 2 runners on.
Oh.
Nice change-up. Mixing it up with that Elite Four-seamer, which is what really makes that Elite Four-seam trait so dangerous. That's just the change in velocity.
Yeah, and if you thought the .97 ERA on the starter was impressive, this reliever has a 1.06 WHIP. So I'm sure he's seen much more innings than that starter on the season.
Yeah, I mean, this is just honestly great team building. I mean, clearly working out in Ice's favor throughout the season.
Nice at
Great
bat,
take
though.
by Neo. Yeah, love that. Bases loaded for Dozer. It's the bad ball hitter who, I believe, smoked one last time. But that might have actually just been Burning Ice's bad ball hitter. I can't remember.
Oh, no.
That's just not what you're looking for. High speed everywhere. Will not seize the opportunity, though, as Gex gets out of a jam. I mean, that's just the left on base percentage. It's beautiful. I mean, that's why he's probably going to be the Von Asen.
Yeah, that was insane. And the bad ball hitter also took a mojo decrease after failing to come up clutch for his team there. That might be something to keep an eye on here as the game progresses.
Yeah, and that's the pitcher getting a single, if I'm not mistaken. Let's smoke down the right field line. It will be foul.
Just barely missed. Wow, I thought that one clipped it.
Oof, nice change up there. Forces the pop-up on the low outside fastball. Very nice. Goes for the bunt. I mean, that's textbook. That's beautiful.
Yeah, bunter, sprinter, max speed, or at least near max speed. That's a great job there by Gex.
Absolute clinic, and here comes Victor Meadows. Great hitter. High speed on first. Decent speed on second.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to try to turn too if there's a ground ball.
100%. Beautiful screwball there. Freezes ice. Man, that's just great sequencing. Goes to third. That's very heads-up baseball. I love that.
Yeah, no chance at second. Great job there from Spliff to take away the biggest threat. So still runners at first and second, but tons and tons of speed.
Single will absolutely score a run, and the gapper definitely will score too. So, but Neo will get this ground ball. Easy out. I mean, they're getting some singles, but it doesn't matter. I mean, just both pitchers are being incredible.
Yeah, they're both just wiggling and weaving their way out of these jams they find themselves in. 4 hits apiece, now make that 5 for the Matrix. So we're in the 4th inning here. It's scoreless, but there's been some very, very palpable moments with tension here in this game.
Yep, singles galore here for this Matrix team. I mean, just keeps putting the threat on ice with such high speed. Wonder if we'll see a steal sometime soon. Won't matter there, though. That's a beautiful high fastball. I mean, dude, Zavala is just an absolute stud. 55 strikeouts, too. I mean, that's just insane. Big contact there for out number 2.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to mention is just, he's at 20 pitches now, and we just saw a first pitch swinging and make that back-to-back first pitch swinging at bat. So I think the game plan, well, I don't know, if I had any say in it, I would be a little more aware of the opponent's pitcher count, because that Elite Four-Seamer is not as dangerous if you get to like 40, 35 pitches.
Yeah, I completely agree. Just if you limit yourself to swinging from the first or second pitch, yeah, the stamina will decrease immensely since it is just a reliever, and get him out of the game, and you can just feel way more confident at the plate. A 2-2 count here. That one's popped up into left field. Easy catch for Smith. High curveball grazes the plate, though. It deep to left center field. Over the wall, home run. That will give Gex the momentum that they need. That is great swing.
It was just enough, but that's all he needed. We see the first run scored between these two. What a moment there.
Yeah, those high. It wasn't even really that bad of a pitch. I'm honestly shocked that Burning Ice was able to get that much power. I mean, the power swing must have been just beautiful. I mean, hey, that's one run. I'm not going to say it's enough, but, like, you know, it really weighs a lot here.
Very well could be, yeah.
Nice play by Trinity. To get out number 3, we'll go to the top of the 5th. 5 hits apiece here, but only 1 run between the two of them. Need to work some counts, and that's a good start for that. Oof. 2-1 count. Nice cutter on the outside half of the plate. Full count now. Oof. A lead 4-seamer gets by him. This is the peak of Spliffstar's order, so it'd be really nice to just get some base runners. As dude Zavala, his stamina is starting to slip a little bit. You can see the velocity decrease. But it won't go that fast if you swing at that.
Yeah,
2 outs now.
the previous at bat, he did really well. He worked the count full. He made him pitch, you know, a lot. And then only 2 pitches in the last one. 2 pitches in this one.
Yeah. Just not really allowing himself to get back in this game. I mean, he's still in the game, but, like, to have a better chance, I mean, the first step is getting Zavala out of the game. And, I mean, he's locked in, and he's up at the plate right now. See how this turns out. Hit hard. Dozier will stop it, though. He's been very nice at third. Plenty of diving plays. It's very nice. Here's Lily Turtles. Fastball hitter. 2 out count. Takes a 3-0 pitch, not wanting it. Screwball over the middle, though. Also takes it. Maybe trying to get to Spliffstar's bullpen. It's tough to say. Foul is off the changeup. I mean, that's a great way to stay alive there. Nice little foul ball. Keymaker's stats are slipping. That's a beautiful screwball. Throws him.
Yeah, go back to the dugout and sit down and think about that one, because I think that Gex had a good opportunity to get ball 4 earlier in the at-bat. Oh, we see a bunt, and he makes it the first in time. That's the second time this game.
Yeah. Avenging his prior teammate that's looking at the iPad right now, like you're saying in the dugout. I mean, that's a beautiful bunt. I know BurningIce talks about those bunts a lot, so it's nice to see him on prime time. High speed on first. Victor Meadows at the plate.
Finally.
Go for the steal. Yeah. Very heads up there. Singh will definitely score that runner. I'd like to see more of that from both players, but be a weak hit and out.
Yeah, I don't think I've been able to watch much of BurningIce's games this season, but we know from last season and the playoffs especially how, you know, his base running IQ is just such a weapon. Kind of surprised, yeah, we haven't seen more steals other than the one in the last inning.
Yeah, and I think it might just come down to both of these players having played each other so much that they're kind of like in their heads. They're like, oh, they know the steal's coming, so we're not going to steal. I think that could be part of it. Nice swing there, but we'll be out number 2. What a juice 7-hitter this is. This is insane.
Oh, man.
Oof. Zavala might be MVP at this rate. I mean, this is incredible. Flashing some leather.
He's out there playing goalie on the mound. He's still in the game here. He came in, what, the 3rd inning? So
yeah. Gets him to pop up with the cutter. Smith will get over there. Jacques Pickles has hit some pitches pretty hard this game. We'll see if that'll continue. Does have that bad ball hitter. Makes it very scary. This is over the middle. Oof. We'll take it though. 1-1 count. In the bottom of the 6th inning.
yeah, and the keymaker is waning up to 67 pitches now. That velo is not Oh my. Yeah, that velo needs to come out of the game right now.
Yeah. After this batter, 100%. Just, I mean, especially with that foul ball. Stays alive there. Fouling off the outside changeup. Wild pitch cutter. Catches some play. Dozer will finally mess up a dive. He's been pretty spotless, but that ball was hit so hard that it's pretty, kind of impossible to stop that one. That one's going to hit past the second baseman. Now first and second. Wonder if we'll see some tricky base running here if a ball is put into play.
Yeah, in the blink of an eye, we have 2 base runners on, still only 1 out now. With all that speed on second, definitely looking at a single scoring a run.
Oh, hit to the first baseman. Will not get the out at second, though. Decent contact. Keymaker's staying in.
Is it a batting order situation?
That's definitely a good point. I think since they ended their inning with maybe the 7th or 8th hitter, so yeah, I think you're right. That one's hit, but Neo will get there easily. Top of the 7th inning. Gets out of a jam.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
Can't quite tell what hitter this is, but...
That was the 8 hitter. Yeah, we got
okay, yeah. All right. High contact, man. I mean, quite the reticle. But to use that reticle, you're going to be patient.
Right on cue.
Yeah. Nice pitch by Burning Ice there. Get him up in the count 1-2. Nice take by Spliffstar. We've been looking for this all game. Full count. Fouls off the curveball. Ooh, frozen with a changeup. Very nice sequencing.
Just frozen like a statue on a full count. I'm so surprised he didn't swing at that.
Yeah, it's hard to be, I mean, obviously on full counts it's very difficult, but I think given the score of the game, you got to put something into play, swing the bat. Regardless, bottom of the 7th, a 1-0 ball game, shaping up kind of as we predicted, a big, really pitching masterclass by both teams. And Zavala will lead off this inning, so we'll see what Burning Ice does with that. Definitely a very interesting decision he has to make. Zavala will come out of the game. I do like that decision. Neo over to first for the first out of the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, I think Zavala was up to about 42, 45 pitches, so he's just kind of, he did his job. He still held the matrix to no runs and got out of every jam he found himself in the middle of, so great job from Gex as he continues to carry his lead here in the game. Bottom of the 7th, 1-0, and a runner on base now for him.
A very nice steal. He's safe at second. I was wondering if we were going to see a bunt, but I don't think we will now. I don't think it makes too much sense. But still a sprinter trait, which is very dangerous. Single would score a runner. We will see a bunt. Dozer will get there, but it won't matter. Wow. I mean, that's wheels.
That's a 3rd bunt single for that batter this game.
Definitely something he workshopped in the offseason. Frozen, strike 3 on the outside fastball. Beautiful pitch, and here comes Axel Sawhorse. Going to see about an intentional walk, but if you walk him, you're going to have to face bases loaded against a bad ball hitter.
Yeah, not a fun situation to be in, but I mean, I think you throw it to Sawhorse here.
Yeah, I agree with that. Outside fastball. 0-2 count. K neglector activated. Goes back to the fastball. I wonder if we will see an off speed. Nice take. 2-2 count. First and third. Changeup gets him swinging. Beautiful pitch. Great sequencing as usual. Just another jam gotten out of by these players.
Yeah, nicely done. And I was getting worried for Spliff in the sense that that was an off-speed hitter, and his pitcher had K neglector. I mean, it's just if Ice was looking for off-speed the whole time. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, that one's hitting the gap. That'll definitely get the runner to second. Weak arm there, but we'll stay at second base. I know it's your 3-hitter, but I think this is where you consider a bunt. Foul ball, barely. Popped up.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, and that's kind of the reason why there. If you're struggling with contact during the game, if you can just safely move the runner into, third base, sac fly to tie the game, that's massive against an opponent with such skilled pitching like BurningIce.
Yeah, 100%, but we'll go up the middle here. Pickles will get it. What a
No
play.
way.
I mean, that, I don't want to say game-saving, but that absolutely saves a run. Fantastic dive. Here's Neo. Clutch activated to its maximum capability. 3-0 count. Not even going to throw a fourth pitch.
Wow, intense is really making a difference here as the pressure meter is fulled out. Oh my, and the bad ball hitter, that is not what you want to see if you're a Matrix fan.
Yeah, tough decision here. I mean, it is bad ball hitter, but you'd rather go for the stats, and you will here with Soren, the ace exterminator. Ooh, great take. I thought that was going to be called a strike. 2-0 count, showing a lot of patience. 3-0 count. We will be seeing bases loaded in a huge situation here. Niobe. Single would put the Matrix in the lead, likely.
Yeah, this is the souped-up 7-hitter. I mean, what a moment.
Gets a curveball. Gets was shallow. And Turtles will get there.
Oh, heartbreak for Matrix fans. Yeah. Wow, that pitch was so hittable.
Yeah, it hurts so bad because outfield was shallow too, but Pickles has like 99 speed out there in center. What are you going to do? It's brutal. Bad ball hitter hits it deep into right center field. Niobe will not be able to get there. He's going to round second. Oh, but he'll head back. Had me.
Yeah, that right fielder is a cannon, pretty much.
Yeah.
No cannon arm trait, but I think like 95 arm or something, so definitely kind of saved a base there.
Yeah, wise investment there. This speed on the second base is like maximum, so another bunt. I do love the bunt situation here, though. I think it's very smart.
Yeah, great play.
Let's see if Spliffstar will be able to get out of another jam. Smith will get there. I was wondering if we were going to see a dive or not, but it was not necessary.
Yeah, that almost could have gone both ways, because if he didn't catch it, the runners were retreated at their home base, so we could have seen him potentially thrown out at third and then second.
Yeah. Maybe even, this is insane, but let the ball drop and then get out the fast runner at third. I don't know.
No, I mean, that's kind of Spluto-esque. We've seen others do it as well. It's kind of hard to time, though, because you're so used to maybe autopiloting defensively. You're just muscle memory. You know exactly what you need to do. But if you try to let it drop, I've even had weird moments, one against you, Mama, where I tried to let a ball drop down, and my fielder kind of didn't grab it well, so it can be weird at times.
Yeah, I'm going to have to submit that to league office for unsportsmanlike play, but we'll have to find out about that.
No unsportsmanlike. It's all strategic. Oh, nice strikeout.
Yeah, beautiful change up there. 11 hits for Gex, just 1 run, but even more frustrating is Matrix with 0. I mean, this is what we were expecting, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of them living up to, their reputation on the mound here. one-run game. We're going to see a pinch hit situation, and then the lineup will turn over. Outs are incredibly valuable. Matrix might be down to their final 2 here in the top of the 9th.
Yep, last possibility here. You have the pinch perfect at the plate. Shallow in the outfield, definitely interesting. Hits the first. Easy out for Sawhorse. I mean, down your last out, how will you respond? Gets one to hit, but late on the fastball. Pops it up, and that will just about do it. Gex will take game 1 in a 1-0, really thriller.
Yeah, I mean, only, 17 hits between them, but only 1 run scored. That was everything we kind of expected it to be going into it. So give us just a second here, folks. We'll come right back into game 2 for you. All right, folks. Game 1 went in favor of Gex by a score of 1-0. I believe that brings Gex and the Matrix tied in record at 28-9. So this game would decide the 3 and 4 seed playoff seed implications here. It's also worth mentioning. Oh, sorry, just one last thing. I was going to mention the run differential is in favor of Gex as well. It should be 89-65 now. So this is basically in some ways a playoff game or play-in game for final seeding purposes.
Yeah, gonna try the bunt again like we saw in game 1, but not as successful here. Still love the attempt though.
Yeah, the small ball has kind of slipped on in certain ways, so I love to see that against both these guys. This one's hit deep into right field, no doubter. Gonna just barely hit off the stands there and fall into the bullpen, but a shot here in the first inning. Meadows gives Gex a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, now in both of these games, the only runs have been scored by solo shots. Kind of shocking, to be honest. I feel like we would have saw it a little more hit strong together, but regardless, hey, love to see a home run. Nice swing.
Love to see how Spliff and the Matrix respond. Getting rattled this early in the first inning. It's different than the last game, as this one's hit deep. Not going to be enough to go over the wall. In fact, it's actually caught just shy of the warning track. So first blood goes to the Gex there. 1 run in the top of the first.
Yeah, definitely seeing that pitcher well. And excuse me, but a .99 whip on this pitcher is just ridiculous.
Do all of his starters have sub-1 ERAs or whip? Like, is that a requirement to be on the Gex pitching staff? That's so nuts. So.
Yeah, you just don't see that. Like, this is a generational pitching season from Ice. I mean, his runs allowed per 9 is like, what, 2.3 or something like that, 2.4. So, insane.
Yeah, absolutely. As he finds his way to even the count now, it's 2-2 here. Bad on the ball is going to go right to the second baseman on the ground for out number 2. That'll
Here
bring.
comes. I'm sorry, Trinity.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was on the same wavelength as you. I was going to say it brings up the Matrix's own second baseman in Trinity, and she'll ground out to the shortstop. So that'll be a quick first inning for the Matrix.
Yep, not as much power showcase as we saw from Burning Ice, but hey, it's only the first inning. You have so much time to just score one run. And here's Jacques Pickles, who's been fantastic in the set, not only as a fielder, but as a hitter.
Yeah, he's going to weakly ground out there to the first baseman. Swinging at a couple pitches. That'll bring up Vern Radical, who's going to see an off-speed down the middle or low in the middle of the plate. Misses it. Spliff continues to attack the strike zone. Gets a quick 0-2 count. Is going to cut her inside and swung on. Another grounder to first base for back-to-back outs.
Yeah, nice sequencing there, going from 2 off speeds low to cutter inside for the chase. Working out pretty well. Well, there too, but Trinity will make a fantastic play.
Yeah, Trinity is kind of an unspoken hero for this team. I scrim Spliff pretty regularly, and she's just a black hole over there, just gobbling up every ground ball. Oftentimes going into like the right field grass. It's just so frustrating to try to deal with.
Yeah, nice matrix baseball right there at the defensive end. Love to see it.
Yeah, their middle infield, I think, is the most expensive pairing in the league, and that definitely shows there. So, see a good at bat here for the Matrix 3-0 count. And he'll continue to take as that's ball 4. So we have an early base runner here. That'll bring up Dozier, the bad ball hitter. Struggled last game at times. Looking for some sort of redemption. We see an attempted steal, the throw down to second. It is in time. Caught stealing for the second out. And then a wild swing on a pitch way inside. This one also out of the zone. Bad ball hitter was not enough to save it. That's going to be the third out. So ran into an out there. The Matrix trying to get something going offensively.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit flustered. Otherwise, not really too sure what happened. I mean, obviously, I think it was a good steal attempt, but obviously the result wasn't what he was looking for. But regardless.
Yeah, it didn't quite shake out how he wanted. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd probably find myself in the same like exact sequence where I'm just flustered and swinging at something that has no weight of being swung at. There's no reason I should swing at that. So definitely been there. I can empathize with that. So we see a quick 0-2 count. A nice pitch with velo. That'll be a strikeout there for the Matrix. We see Lily Turtles will come up to the plate now. Fastball hitter. First pitch swinging on a curveball. That goes straight to Trinity for a quick top of the third. 1-2-3 inning. We're going to see Niobe, the 7-spot hitter for the Matrix, will not have her hitting traits procced as this is a left-handed pitcher, but first pitch swinging earns a nice loop single into right field.
Yeah, that was beautiful. 91 on the power score and just a really nice reticle. That's exactly what you'd like to see.
You also like to see the speed over there at first. This one's hit back up the middle, and it gets by Pickles at short, and the lead runner advances to third wisely. Great base running from the Matrix.
Matrix baseball. That's beautiful. Just get it by and really recognizing that it will get by and then taking advantage.
Now, we saw some bunts earlier. Do you think we see any sort of suicide squeeze, anything special, small ball here? Oh, goes to the pitcher, weakly hit. It advances the runner out of force from first base, so there's now one out. Runners at second and third. That was kind of chaotic, really. If you went back and tried to break it down, there's a lot going on there as Ice had to figure out which base he was going to throw to, and ultimately just takes the safest option at first.
You know, I was about to mention now if Zavala could come in, and he sure does, but...
Oh, wow. Ice got a little greedy there. It was a soft hit ball to the first baseman, but he did not look the other runners back, and they had the speed to just make it in, so it's a tie ball game, 1-1. Runner on third. They did get the force at first for out number 2.
Yeah, definitely not a questionable decision, but like just an S&B moment. Oh boy.
Yeah, S&B moment, and a drop third strike is taken care of as the catcher throws it down to first to end the inning. So we do see ourselves in a tie game now. Matrix, their first run scored of the series. It's 1-1. We go in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, we finally see that bunt defense coming out of Spliff. I mean, we've seen corners in, but that's just simply not the same. Oh, almost spit him right there.
Yeah, ground ball just goes foul. First baseman tried to dive and keep it in fair territory. You now see the count go 1-2. Cutter challenging inside,
Ooh.
and the bunt defense had the second baseman out of position as that ball's weakly trickling into center field. If they had standard positioning, it'd be a different story, but you had to respect the bunt.
Yeah, really can't do anything about that. If you go bunt, he's going to swing. If you go normal defense, he's going to bunt. So, yeah, nothing you can do if you're a Spliffstar. Oof.
And he comes back and earns himself a strikeout. Off-speed changeup inside corner just catches the zone. It would have been tough to hit if you're a Gex batter. So that would be the first out of the inning. Tons of speed still at first base. You see Spliff changing up his timing, making sure he's not giving anything away for free here for Gex. As Gex watches 2 strikes now, count is quickly 0-2. Off-speed catches the corner again. It's back-to-back strikeouts. Great pitching here from the Matrix.
Oh.
Immediately, before the pitcher even came set, really, we saw a steal attempt. I don't know if he meant to do that, but in any case, he runs himself into the third out of the inning. That was... I don't think that was intentional.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was either. I mean, it could have been the most genius play of all time if Spliffstar was, like, scratching his something. Because he was, like... But nah, hands were on the controller ready.
We see the outfield go shallow here. This ball is hit to the first baseman and actually catches it before it hits the ground. So first out, we see the reticle was timed well at 98, but just not located well on a pitch that was also outside the zone. First pitch swinging in this at bat here. Ball goes foul, and now we see a ball inside for a 1-1 count. Chasing low and away, it's going to be a trickler to second for the second out here in the bottom of the fourth. That brings up Neo, the franchise poster boy. Looks like Spliff is trying to kind of calm things down here in this at-bat. That one was hittable, but unfortunately for him, goes straight to that second baseman again. It's 3 outs here, we'll change sides. Top of the fifth here, tie ball game 1-1.
Yeah, just 2 hits apiece, and we'll see. It'll be 3 hits. I mean, Jack Pickles is definitely pretty tough to get out. Low changeup.
And it catches the zone as well. Yeah, we have the bad ball hitter, and he sends one into center field. That'll fall in front of Mouse. So that'll be a leadoff single here for Gex.
Yep, exactly what you need. And now you gotta wonder if we're gonna see a bunt or a steal. Oh, Spliffstar's aware of that. He's definitely smart on the mound.
Yeah, that might be the first pickoff attempt of the series as this ball's looped over the shortstop's head for a back-to-back singles. Nobody out here, top of the fifth. Matrix going to have to start asking questions, maybe checking up on the bullpen, warming up some arms here. See an off-speed curveball bunted just foul on that third base line.
Yep.
And now, yeah, cutter inside, out of the zone, it's bunted foul on the first base line. 0-2 count, swings and a miss. He had to protect the zone. Looked like it was going to be a ball, but maybe a bit flustered with the pace of the at-bat there.
Yeah, I didn't want to risk the bunt going foul, I suppose.
We see a quick 0-2 count here. 1 out, good speed on second. And that lead runner, single is sure to be a run here for the Gex if they can get one out there. Ball hit softly to second. Only play is at first, so the runners each move up a base. We now have 2 outs with Zavala at the plate, and I think he's going to stay in, surely, knowing Gex.
I love that. It's just such a fun dynamic. I mean, pitcher versus a pitcher. I don't care that they have like 30 power. They can still get a hit. Oh, man.
Oh, shallow outfield pays off there for the Matrix. Takes away a potential run, and it does end the inning here. Go over the bottom of the fifth. First pitch swing and lined out. Zavala creeping closer to 20 pitches here, but we're in the 5th inning. Ball's hit past the third baseman, surprisingly, and they have enough speed to beat it out. It's an infield single for, what is that, the 7-spot hitter?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, might not matter here. Double play, bread and butter. Zavala stays close to that 20 pitch mark, so he's sure to pitch again in the 6th. Lily Turtles comes up to the plate. That one's careened off the pitcher, and there's just too much speed. There's a bit of fortune for the Gex here as they get a leadoff single.
Yeah, it hurts a lot, especially given the state of the order. I mean, you have the 2-hitter was the bunter. You have high speed on first now because of that fumble by the pitcher. This could end up being very costly.
Runner with the stealer trait and the speed combination together is just too much for any catcher to deal with. Might really only have a chance if you had like pick officer or something, but it's not the case here as the Architect is creeping closer to only, he's at 48, now 49 pitches, a bunt down the third base line. It goes foul just barely. That could have been huge for the Gex to get runners even more in scoring position as it's now a quick 0-2 count. Architect has that elite changeup. Elects to try to pick off at second base. It's not in time. Uses that changeup low, and it's fouled away. Stays 0-2. Nobody out here. Runners at first and second. This one's fouled away as well.
A nice pitch.
Just barely misses that inside spot. Trying to get something to chase here. There's a chopper back to the pitcher. Throws the third for one. Back to first is not in time. So instead of going for the double play, he decides it's more beneficial to get rid of a runner at third. That means there's only one out here. Still double play possibilities as we have the runners at first and second.
Yeah, I feel like as a player, I also always want to throw to third, but you just never get the double play that way for some reason, even though it seems like it'd be pretty quick.
Yeah, and he gets a strikeout here, so 2 outs now as Jock Pickles is back up to the plate. It feels like he was just hitting not that long ago, but here we are. Somehow that pitch is not a strike. First pitch ball, second pitch ball. Cutter inside, misses way inside. Now goes inside, cutter again. Count is 3-0 for the bad ball hitter with clutch as he takes strike one. Matrix. Electing to go off speed, low and away. Throws the third on a double steal attempt, and that'll be out number 3. The Gex run themselves out of a massive opportunity there. Incredible.
Wanted the hit and run, but can't do that without contact. Tough play. I do like the idea, but nothing there. Oof,
yeah, Spliff gets that one. He earns a single there. It looks like he was also caught by surprise. He didn't react quickly, per se, on the steal attempt with his catcher, but the catcher's arm is pretty good, and so he's able to safely get the throw down to third for that final out. I love the idea as well. It's just kind of probably drawn up as a hit and run like you mentioned, just didn't pan out that way. First pitch swinging to the second baseman. That's going to get the lead runner, but too much speed from the batter there. We'll still continue to have a runner at first. There's now 1 out.
The 2, 3, and 4 up, so this is your time to get some runs.
Oh, he swings at one basically in the dirt. It's going to advance the runner as it was weakly sent down the third base side, basically right back towards the pitcher. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. We still have Zavala in the game. This is only his 27th pitch, and it's low and away and swung on again.
Yeah, that hurts. I feel like if you're Spliffstar, you gotta just work counts. Maybe just don't even swing until you've seen a strike. I think that'll probably get you 1-0 or 2-0 in a lot of counts here. But hey, still a tie ball game. You're very well. I mean, you can easily win this one. I mean, you are the home team.
Yeah, it might be a case of like not wanting to get in his own head and just like stick with his original game plan, I guess. I could definitely see myself thinking of it that way, so it seems logical just to not care about some of the other details, because you can't control everything, and once you start to like use too much of your brain power on all the
Yeah.
little things, you start to mess up even more. So he may be totally content, you know, with how he's playing, and maybe just wishing some of the balls landed a bit differently. So, like you mentioned, it's still tied. You don't have to be sweating bullets. We earned 2 quick outs here in the top of the 7th against some dangerous hitters. This one, not so dangerous hitting-wise, but they do have the sprinter trade as they send a charge. That's going to be a routine fly ball in right field for Niobe to catch it. And we head now, after a quick stretch, to the bottom of the 7th. The RBI hero off-speed hitter and Morpheus enters the batter's box here. Takes strike 1.
Yeah, a lot of momentum for Spliffstar after getting a quick 3 outs.
Good take there. The ball 1. Swings on a pitch low and inside. It was hittable. Unfortunately, the second baseman has too much range as they are able to grab that for the first out of the 7th inning. That'll bring Neo to the plate. Now we can start to talk about the stamina for Zavala, who's thrown. This will be his 35th pitch coming up here.
Nice eye.
The velo meter finally ticks below the dotted line. This one's hit hard, deep into center field. Center fielder is back, and they have the speed and range to track it down.
I mean, we've been looking for that from Spliff all game, and that was a beautiful at-bat and a beautiful swing. It just could not find the grass.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing you can be unhappy with is the result, but you can't really control the result every time. So it was a good reticle, and the following batter earns a single back up the middle. So 2 outs, but a runner at first here. We have Niobe, who does have her hitting traits procced and sends this one more into the gap. Center fielder dives, but it drops in front of them. That's going to be a double here. Runner at second and third. Not enough speed to score that runner, but they were running the whole way.
That's the first time Lily Turtles in center field's actually, like, kind of messed up. I mean, they've been perfect besides that. Nice swing there by Spliff.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward. It was like half, do I need to dive? Half, can I just, you know, grab it sprinting there? And it was almost calamitous. I guess, you know, the Gex are pretty fortunate it didn't go behind her and turn into 1 or maybe even 2 runs. Could have seen it inside the Parker there. But as I was describing all of that, we see a walk issued, which will bring up the pitcher in the 9th spot. Of course, it'll be a pinch hit now by the ace exterminating pinch hitter, who has a 400 average and 4 RBIs on the season. The bases are loaded here with 2 outs. And they swing on the first pitch, and it goes to the shortstop. Oh man, I couldn't even really like catch up in what I wanted to say leading up into the moment with, you know, the bases loaded late in the game there. Swings on that first pitch. We go top of the 8th, still tied, 1 apiece.
Yep. Definitely hurts, but it's behind you now. Just get these 3 outs, get the bats back up. You'll have top of the order. You can feel good. Tie ball game.
This one hit softly down the third base side, but the arm is enough over there at the corner to throw them out at first base. That's the first out of the 8th inning here. We see Link enter the game. They're capable of throwing 3 digits on their velo. Catches Gex, guessing off speed, way outside the zone, swings at it, and then swings at this one inside. So completely guessing right now, and that'll be the 2nd out. Lily Turtles up at the plate here with 2 outs.
Yeah, we'll love to get out of here unscathed. Just need 1 more out, get to the bottom of the 8th. It's a tough hitter in the Lily Turtles, though.
Yeah, the fastball hitter, she's watched 3 balls now and gonna get a pitch over the plate to hit, but elects to have the red light on a 3-0 count. And on the 3-1 count, so we now go full with back-to-back strikes. K-Neglector activated. Pitch is hit right back up the middle. It's a 2-out single for the Gex.
Beautiful swing.
The sprinter bunter 2-spot hitter for Gex is at the plate. There is 2 outs. And she's tense, so her contact and power are extremely low, all things considered. See a steal attempt, and it's not in time. The speed and the stealer trade again are combined to be too much for the catcher to deal with. Runner is in scoring position here. The 2-2 count. Misses the fastball low, 97 on the radar gun. Fans him into the dugout. Matrix looking to take advantage here. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 1 still.
Yep, get some base runners. Try to just get runners in scoring position, maybe with a steal or a bunt. You got to be creative here since you're not showing too much power. So therefore, try to just get some singles.
Yeah, maybe stretch a single into a double with the sprinter trade or something. Get things going as this one's hit into the gap. This is going to go past the shallow infield easily. Oh, wait, they have base jogger. And a good arm in center. This is not as close as I was thinking. Okay, it's a triple, a huge triple for the Matrix. No outs.
Were they shallow there?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, based off of where they were standing in the transition. I think so. I didn't catch it before the pitch, but this one swung on softly to the third baseman, who gets diddled. A diddle will give the Matrix the lead here in the 8th inning at home at Sakura. What a moment.
Absolutely disgusting in the best way possible. Just perfect base running.
And they hit into the double play afterwards, but they're still just elated to have the lead here in the 8th inning so late in the game. Swinging first pitch, I think, proves that point, as that one was way outside of the zone. It'll be the 3rd out, but Gex now face their potential final 3 outs of this game.
Yeah, definitely got a little bit excited, but that's okay. I mean, you got the lead. I would be excited as well. But hey, get 3 outs and you're out of here with a nice split.
0-2 count. K neglector activated. Changeup falls below the zone. This pitch inside is sawed off, and it's to the shortstop for the first out here in the 9th inning. Brings up Axel Sawhorse, an off-speed hitter with plenty of power. But he swings at the first pitch, and that's again to the third baseman. We now have quickly 2 outs. Gex down to their final out. Bad ball hitter with clutch. It's Jock Pickles at the plate.
Yeah, this is insane.
Curveball, so hittable, but it was taken for strike 2. Watches the third pitch for a ball. Cutter challenging inside. Also taken. Count is now even. Off speed, and he fans on it. Did not get the timing right, and we'll see the series split. It's a victory for the Matrix.
Yeah, beautiful split there. Fantastic pitching by both parties. I mean, really what we expected, but even better. I mean, such close games. 1-run differential in both of them with a 1-0 in game 1 and a 2-1 here. Fantastic set.
Yeah, great set. Thanks, guys, for recording and sharing that one. It was a great one. We'll move here to the pre- and post-game screen as I get Mama back on the screen in just a moment. There you are, my friend. Hope you haven't been wearing that the whole time.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, man. Yeah, great series. Thanks for joining me, of course. We get to see a split between 2 incredible pitchers. We saw so many jams and so many escaped jams from both sides. You know, for the people out there that love the small ball or just tinkering with the intricacies of the game, I mean, that was kind of the series you really wanted to tune into. We even had a couple of long ball moments. So you really kind of had everything there.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really expecting to see as much home runs as we did, despite it being so little. I mean, the power showcase was amazing. The diddles were incredible. The fielding plays by the center fielder and the shortstop were also amazing. Like you said, we really saw it all today. And I'm assuming we see more of that in the playoffs with, I mean, such great matchups upcoming.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of playoffs, I believe that would earn the Matrix the 3 seed and solidify Gex as the 4 seed. So you can pen those into your brackets at home. Keep an eye on Coffee's results. I don't know if they've played their second game. I think he and Heisman had another game to play. So if I guess I just haven't seen that in case it's in the Discord. But in any case, yeah, those final seedings are taking place here. Of course, today, this evening, is the cutoff for the end of the season extension that was granted. So if you're one of those people that still needs to get your games in, please do so immediately. We will love to have our playoff show here in the next couple of days or so. Please keep an eye on the channels, the league news, and everything to see the details of when that's going to be going on. So, yeah, again, thanks for joining me in a great series on short notice. But do you have any parting final words here for us, Mama?
I guess just say, stream the playoff games if you can. I mean, I know there were a few talks of streaming these unofficially, not on the XBL channel. I know a lot of us would love to cast those just so we can see what's happening in the playoffs. I don't care if you're AA, AAA, or XBL. I just want to see what's going on. Yeah,
we've kind of all, I think, gotten caught up with our chaotic schedules and, lowered availabilities with the holidays and everything. And it's just not baseball season, right? So we're looking to get things back into full swing here. We had another bit of some steam, lost traction in the fact that we had the extended week here with not too many people that actually had to play extra games. So now that that's come to a conclusion here after tonight, we're going to finally get back in the swing of things. We would love for people to stream as many of their games as they can. If you're interested in having those casted, reach out to any of the casters or just put it in the general chat, get a general vibe of who's available, what we can maybe try to look at doing. So yeah, we'll kind of end it there. Thanks again, Mama, for joining me. Like I said, we'll see everybody else in the Discord, and have a good night, everyone.